Well, hello, good
Hello,
morning,
everyone.
or good afternoon. Uh, looks I can see you, but I cannot see me right now. Is it possible that we need to do the? Oh, yes, this is much better. This is much better. Now we are both. So it's good to see. I hope it's good to see us again, as I to speak, because I cannot see anybody else. But we were here yesterday at the conference at our new program, Star University Cafe. It was an inaugural program. How did you like it, Cameron?
It's a wonderful event. Like I really enjoyed yesterday's our cafe thing, and we have talked about AI bots. So I think this conference is all related to social media and AI. And today
Yeah.
we are going to talk more about AI and what are our experiences are.
Yeah, we had a lot of hiccups during the first program, but
Yeah.
it's part, I think it's a charm, part of the being live, and well, we have some experience with live TV before.
Mm,
Thank
mm.
thank God we don't have to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to talk about today, Cameron?
We will be sharing our experiences with AI and what kind of softwares we use and what our expertise are and how, other ministries can benefit from our knowledge.
Okay, why don't we just jump into our presentation
Yeah, sure.
immediately? So, sorry, it's only me, but you're up there and
Okay,
above the
no problem.
presentation, but it's okay. I can, so, so yes, we will try to do today is to present several different AI and digital high-end tools that are available
Mm,
today to almost everybody, right? It's we are talking about tools that are some of them are a little bit costly, but you can always find a replacement for those digital for the tool, even some of the tools like Unreal Engine we're talking about here, just to show the
yeah.
potential of the virtual production. So, but mostly we will be concentrating on ChatGPT, Gemini, and different video engines like Kling and Veo. We will touch on Midjourney, and you will talk about Canvas, I think. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is we will start with the uh, what are the benefits and uses for our Christian social media producers. Uh, we will have live demo as well. And I know
Mm,
you pre-recorded something in your television studio,
yeah.
so that'll be fun. And then we will talk about our experiences in combining um, real footage, real video, film on an iPhone.
Mm,
So it's affordable smartphone solution for production. And then how do we mix it with AI generated images and video? And at the end, we will hopefully have some questions so we can exchange our knowledge and experiences with our friends and brothers and sisters and colleagues in Africa.
yes, definitely, definitely.
Okay, so what are the uses and benefits for church and social media, Cameron?
Yeah. So there are a lot of benefits of using technology, and especially the era is like it's progressing every day. And for discipleship and for the church purposes, social media is an efficient tool. So, like, what we can actually do through social media and using AI for speed up our work. So first of all, it is we can create social media captions and posts for our page to be active, and we can generate captions, pull out quotes and weekly devotional posts in seconds. So it really speeds up the work. Like instead of you finding everything on your own and writing everything, AI, like for this purpose, like I'll be telling the tools as well, so it's more easy for the people to understand what tools can be used for this. Later, you can explain the more advanced tools. So for captions and posts, you can use ChatGPT, Google Gemini. If you say that, give me the quotes, or like Christian quotes or motivational quotes, and it can generate in seconds like 50 of them. So you have a handy 50 quotes.
Let me
uh,
jump in here because we talked
yeah.
about briefly yesterday. How do you make sure that the AI generator is not hallucinating, that is giving you correct quotes? This is what the danger of social media, that
Yeah.
people who are not expert, who are not fully educated in certain topics, they take
Mhm.
it, they take all the knowledge blindly. So if you can comment on this quickly.
Okay, so like we can have the generalized quotes which are motivated. We can pull out that, or we can also indicate that if we want some verses from the Bible, we have other websites as well, like Bible.com, who have authentic quotes. We don't have to check with the Bible itself, because it's something an authentic platform. So we
Yeah.
can use ChatGPT or AI to be more expressive to about the quotes that are motivational.
Yeah.
So
More
next.
graphically appealing, more graphically appealing. Yeah.
Yes, more graphically appealing. So second one is graphics and visuals. Like AI is very advanced now in creating good images related to like landscapes, or flowers, or it finds the pictures as well, which are available royalty free. Then we can use AI for content planning as well. Like if we go to Facebook, we have that thing which is a Meta Business Planner, and we plan everything like a month before when it's actually been posted. So we can use the technology to plan our content, at what time and what pace it should be published. And also we can see the analytics at what country, which time is best. So there are also the third-party softwares for this, like Metricools is very efficient in this way. Like it tells us what is the right time when that specific area people are connected to the social media. So then we have the licensed music. When you They're royalty free music as well, available online. But if you get it through the AI site, like say Artlist, you have that royalty free music which can be used on different social media platforms.
But not just Artlist. You can say that Canvas, Adobe Express, they
Yeah,
also have, there's a
they
lot
also have
of,
that music libraries. Yes.
yes, a lot
So
of
there
music
are
libraries to
multiple
use.
softwares around
Yeah,
us right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So then there's a engagement copy. We can craft good call to actions. We can craft bios and community questions out of it. But we don't only have to rely. We need to see what we are giving instructions to AI. Then it can efficiently and effectively produce it for us. So then there's a, we can save a lot of time of the volunteers or the staff members. Instead they need to go out and click out the photos, or search Bible and then translate into generalized way, because many countries there are limitations of we cannot openly evangelize among the non-Christians. So we have to be very careful what we are giving on the social media. So it can reduce a lot of time in content creation. And like the previous session was about the engagement, about the how to communicate with them. And yesterday we were also talking that chatbots cannot be replace the actual human emotions. So the quality time can be delivered to that part of the ministry. Yes, Andrew.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we talk more a little bit about the tools that we are using? So with ChatGPT, one of the most popular, the biggest AI generator in the world, obviously we can use it as an assistant. All the tools have purpose to be our assistants. So it's very important that we always check the information that chatbots, not chatbot, sorry, I said chatbot, the ChatGPT or any other AI engine is creating. And it's good to have the knowledge and then just have the help of ChatGPT to write content writing, captions, as you say, sermon, and so forth. But it is so important, and I just learned it myself. If you let ChatGPT or Gemini or another software, Claude, to write it for you 100%, it's not as good as if you write it yourself and then polish it with the engine with ChatGPT. This is fascinating. It's just there's something about the machine which has access to an immense knowledge to create something very round and without the oomph, as we call it in the filmmaking, the oomph, the stuff that makes people have a goosebump, when watching the video or post. That's super authentic. So if you want to have, just mediocre posts, you just do it, you're just doing 100% on using AI. But if you care about this part of authenticity, and also it's kind of spiritual when you think about it, if it's coming from you, from your hand, writing it or typing it, and then working with it, that's a different story. I use it all the time, but I definitely try to make sure that my ideas are first created in my head. Um, Gemini is good, very good for creating images. I know that also in Pro version, the paid version for video. Um, but they slightly different. Gemini prefer to use. I think we're going to talk about it later a little more. And then there are a lot of engine generators. The most popular, the biggest, are Veo, Kling, and then the music generator 11. Midjourney, one of the first one, the biggest one. This tool is still very good. It sometimes required more work than was working with ChatGPT or Gemini, but you have much more control. That means that you don't have to type a lot and spend many, I wouldn't say sometimes hours, but let's say a lot of time, many minutes to trying to get the right answer or image from ChatGPT or Gemini. Adobe Express and Canva, you'll be talking more about it. Those are well-known productions. And Unreal Engine, I'm leaving it to you, Cameron. You're an expert. And I think I talk too much, but that's just me. You have to stop me, please, because we have limited time, and we want to show we want to talk to hopefully
Yeah.
to our participants. Let me share it with share the video. Okay, let me go here. Here's our video. All right.
Hello everyone, my name is Kamran, and today I am present in a newly built studio of Seeking Jesus Online. And today I'm going to talk to you about this topic, which is virtual productions. What is virtual production? Virtual production is a filmmaking technique in which, with the help of a green screen, we can present ourselves or any person in a 3D background or environment in such a way that viewer feels as if they are truly
Andrew, the volume is gone.
work with the help of virtual production. The first point is practical learning. Now, as you can see the environment, it seems like I have come outdoors. Now I am in a jungle environment. There are mountains, a river, trees, and rocks everywhere around me. So, if I have to teach a story from a Bible that requires this environment, it will greatly enhance the learning experience and people can learn in much better way. As you see, I'm back in the studio or my indoor environment. And now let's talk about how we can achieve the high rate of engagement and interactivity with virtual production. We can achieve the interactivity via using augmented reality. As you can see this 3D model in front of me, people can learn more by seeing than by listening. So through this 3D model, we can explain in much better way. We can convey the importance and usability of that topic more efficiently. And what is the result of this? The learning process of the people becomes much faster. Virtual production is very cost effective solution. How? Here you can stand in front of a green screen in a studio and show any environment in the world, whether it's outdoor, indoor, or different studio environments. And if we compare this with the real world, we would have to travel to the locations that are outdoor or set up expensive sets. So this is cost-effective solution and time-efficient solution as well. I hope this short video has been quite informative for you and you have gotten a slight idea of what virtual productions are. If I summarize that virtual production is a fusion of a digital world or digital environment and a physical world or physical environment, then this is correct. Thank you.
Well, it looks like we're mixing reality with virtual reality in this presentation. This was very good. Thank you, Cameron. Um, you didn't have a chance to show them how the actually software works, Unreal Engine, because I don't think we have time for that. This will require a
Yeah.
special workshop.
Hmm.
But
And
go ahead.
I would be sharing like how I recorded it. Like for the video purposes, I simply used my iPhone to capture all this, and then the whole footage goes into the computer, and in the computer I used Unreal Engine. So the best part of it of creating this is that everything was free or what already you have, like everyone has the phone, the smartphone these days, and you can extract a good quality out of it. So
Not
Unreal
everybody
Engine,
has such a big studio as you have, but I
yeah,
think you can create it in a much smaller space
yes,
with a very inexpensive green screen and
yes,
few lights.
yes, that's right. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So why don't we just go back?
to our
We have some
presentation.
questions here, but I think we can wait. Okay, let's go back to our PowerPoint. Hmm. Okay, so, okay, we were in a presentation. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, we were just right before your video, we were talking about what can ChatGPT, Gemini could do for you.
Mhm.
This once more time, let's remind that this is ChatGPT is good for brainstorming your ideas. And remember, we have an idea, and then you have a partner. So you don't need in olden days, as I said, I used to meet with several people in a basement somewhere. Had to bring food and drinks, so they wanted to come, and I would share my ideas with other people to get to formalize an idea for a film or video or something like that. So now you can have an assistant, you can do it yourself, which is much smarter than probably all these other people, and has hundreds of thousand ideas already. So you can go back and forth and create the best script, or also it can help you to create storyboards, which is fantastic. That will help you later take your phone and film, but you can you can describe where would you like to go, what to film, and we'll create not realistic maybe, but close enough images that can help you later on find those
Yes,
locations.
with the workflow,
Yes,
with the
exactly.
production process.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, as I say, Gemini is very good for images, but not for specific person's imagery. Once you find out, I'm working with Apostle Paul, and it hates to create images for anybody who has a famous name, and this is very annoying. So I have to trick him and create non-descriptive terms. Anyway, so this is the weakness of Gemini right now. And Claude if you need some coding to be done, creating some interactivity for your website, for whatever solutions you're looking for education, then Claude will be a good solution. Yes, Midjourney, this is one of the first AI generators that I started working with a few years ago, and it's still very good and creates very high quality images with some control. And Artlist combines audio, text to image, and a lot of video engines. And Adobe Express, Cameron, you probably I use it sometimes. Do you use Adobe Express yourself?
Yes, Adobe Express and Canva. Like in the next slide, I will cover that.
Oh, sorry, I just want to show you the screenshot of this is my screenshot of working with Midjourney. If we have time, I will make a short presentation. And it's just, hopefully I have time so I can show you how many hundreds of images I have to get to that one that I really like. Yes. Okay. So is this still me? No, this is you. This is you.
This is my part. Yeah, yeah. So for the for images or photos editing purposes, the industry standard tool is Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. It's for editing images with or without AI. Like now they have progressed so much that we can use AI within the software, which is a desktop version, of course, and we can create phenomenal images or edit images out of it. There are, hundreds of tutorial available on YouTube. So you can, select one which you require in your work. So the best software, the free version, and it is also the online, is Canva. Why Canva? And it's also equivalent to, it's like the Adobe Express. So why Canva? Because for the all content creation needs, like whether it's creating posts, creating flyers, creating presentations, editing videos, creating reels, you can all do into Canva. There are a lot of library available there. The music is there. You have the voiceover options and hundreds of things you can do within the Canva. And this is the online version, so you can do it anywhere, anytime. The next software I will be talking about is the Unreal Engine, which we use for virtual productions. And the video you have just seen is all created in Unreal Engine. It's a very strong engine, very strong. It's a game development engine, but we use for productions as well.
But it
So we can,
requires some knowledge, right? You have to admit. So this will
yes,
require
yes,
some.
some basic knowledge. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you have a lot of plugins in that, and but still the tutorials are available on YouTube because it's a freeware software. So anyone who is interested in virtual productions, they can search the YouTube and start doing something on virtual productions if they are have to a real world connected with the virtual world. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like it's my turn
Yeah.
mixing real with AI. You can see in this slide on the left side when it says real, it's the footage from Athens. It's the, as you sometimes call it, Mars Hill or Areopagus Hill. This is where Paul was standing and discussing philosophy with Greek philosophers almost 2,000 years ago. And on the right-hand side, you have the same background. As you can see, we recreated Paul, and here it's for the video that I created recently about Paul in Athens, because we have a series about on 1 Corinthians. Look how incredibly similar they look. It is phenomenal what today the engines like Veo or Kling can do, the generators. It took a while to get there. I have to tell you, there were many, many dozens of different trials to get to this point. The most difficult part of it is consistency. Once you grasp your consistency of the characters, here we can see in the center is Paul. Then the whole production moves smoothly. If you create a regular modern videos or one video only at a time, nothing that requires continuance, then it's not as difficult. It's only when you create a series, then it's the problem. Okay, so that's how it looks. If anybody will have questions about this later, we can be happy to talk more about this. This is our workflow, how it works. So always there's an idea, the most important part that you can write down on a napkin somewhere in a cafe, and then from that all begins. The brainstorming that I mentioned, and you can use your preferred generator to work on your script. Then there are different types. Sometimes you refilm something and then do voiceover. Then I like having my voiceover created. And now the beauty of ElevenLabs is that you can speak in any language, almost. So when Jesus speaks, he speaks Aramaic. When Paul speaks, he speaks ancient Greek. It is incredible the freedom we have right now to tell stories, to make those stories more real, bring them to people that are not unavailable until so recently. So then we use real footage. We use iPhone or drone, and then we move to AI, the time-consuming part. It's not cheap immediately. It would be cheap if the first image was done immediately, but it takes some time. That's where the cost comes. But it's a matter of time that I'm sure the cost will be dropping in time. Music also generated with the different engines, and then the huge library of music you mentioned, Kamran. And then we edit, and you're ready to post your video on any desired platform. You're already going closer to the end. So maybe before we do this, how about if I jumped and go back to this slide and share, for example, here we go, and then make a real live presentation.
Yes, that's a good idea.
How about that? All right, here we are. So this is Midjourney, and I will just scroll a little bit to show you how many images there were. I don't know why it's not moving. Okay. Thousands and thousands and thousands. Okay. Which is nice about Midjourney, that allows you to keep your library. You can organize this library according to the aspect ratio, quality, resolution, and type of images, and so forth. In order to create it, it's really simple. You upload your image that you want here, and then you write your prompt. So, for example, we have Apostle here. Here's an example of a prompt. We can copy it, use the text. Let's do something else. Here we go. And let's use an image. Here we go, image of prompt. And this will create a video. I don't know how long it's going to take, so we may have time to do this. But you can have two frames. You can start. This is opening frame. This is a little tricky. It requires some skills because when you select the last one, it has to be such a frame that it does not create some kind of a hibernating effect, and it looks spooky. So I'm not going to use this one. Just going to generate here and. Is it generating? It should be generating. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to flip and jump. I created a couple of images before our presentation. Here they are. This is the Artlist platforms that allows you to use many different engines. Here we have our prompt, our frame. And so I created two images. One is traditional, something that we all know right here. It's Jesus teaching in Israel. Speaking Aramaic. It's pretty amazing, yes. And you can choose the language you have to check, of course, the spelling and make sure that the pronunciation is right. So you can blindly just put words and hope that he will speak perfect Aramaic. But in a spirit of intra-cultural discipleship, which means that in the spirit of discipling from your own culture background, if you need to think about creating historical videos, you can do this and recreating a 5th century church in East Ethiopia. I used English. I didn't use any local language, but you can use whatever language you choose.
Glory to the Lord, who has given us this truth.
Obviously, they didn't speak English, so but you can it's of your choice. So if you're doing videos closer home, either it is French, Zulu, or any other language. You have choice of many languages. Let's see how our Midjourney is doing. Oh, we got it. So you have four versions created here already. And you can choose whichever you want, which one is the closest to your desire, to your shot, the type of shot, and then you can extend it up a few times. So let's say this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. So if I want to continue, not so good because as you can see, it was hibernating and put 2 poles we have now. So this is the type of issue they'll be dealing with. It's not perfect. So that was an example. Yes?
Yeah, I want to jump in a little bit. I want you to share with our audience, the thing you were initially facing, the continue of the face structure, that when you're creating a lot of images and there is a continuity of the face or the representation, how you tackled that, what are the things you changed in the prompts, and also if you would like to tell about the negative prompting as well.
As I mentioned in the beginning, I think I've said it several times during the session, that this is the most difficult part, is continuity and making sure that the face that you created, it's going to be the same face in your next video, in your next image. It's the same thing with images. maybe a little easier with images than a video, takes less power. But so the best thing is to start with images and make sure that you trained your AI engine to this particular image and create something called character reference style sheet. And this means that the person, maybe I can show you how it's done. Let me just find quickly. It was a good question. I wish I wanted to do this, but it escaped me so quickly. No, I don't think I'll be able to show it to you right now. But anyway, it's the image of person from different angles and different sizes, showing the face from every possible direction, different size, and so forth. So this way, you use as a reference while creating a next video. In your prompt, you write, please reference this image when you're writing a prompt, which means like a explanation of the image of a video that you want to create. All right. I hope this answered your question. How about we have one more image here for, yes, I have to jump probably to it. It's the last image, and I think you're gonna, yes. Here we go. That's for you, right?
Okay. So this is a content planning template. What we normally follow it. First thing first, the script, the narration, the write-up of everything is very important. It's the very first thing of the production phase. So as Andrew mentioned, that we have to give ideas to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT or any other AI agent, it just polishes it. So AI tool we use is normally ChatGPT, Gemini, and the content type is the script or the voiceover, and it is used for all the platforms. So then the next step is record or generate AI voice, like we use the ElevenLabs or Murph or Artlist for this purpose to generate the voiceover out of the script. So the content type is the audio file we get, and we can use this audio files on every platforms. Then we select the real photos, real footage or photos we can record it by iPhone or any DSLR camera. And these are the reference shots for the AI. So we can, train AI to what we actually want. So then the next step is to generate character images. As Andrew showed, the Midjourney part, we create 5 to 8 AI images or per scenes. Then the platform we want is for posts or for the stories. Then we select the more refined images and upscale it. That's also from the Midjourney upscale, and then we get the final images.
I just want to say
So
upscaling, so everybody is on the
yeah,
same foot. Upscaling meaning going from lower quality to higher quality, like from 2K to 4K.
yeah. Thank you. Okay, so then we add scripture, text overlays on the images, on the videos. We use Adobe Express or Canva or any other related software. Like we can use CapCut for videos as well. So this can be used on Instagram, Facebook, X, any platform. Then we source background music. Background music is very important because it gives the emotional touch to the videos. We use Artlist, Sono AI, and you can also get from Canva, from YouTube. They have the big music library, and these softwares are royalty free, and we can use on different platforms. Then the final step is to assemble the reel or the short video. The softwares we use is CapCut, Adobe Express, or Canva, and the the result, which is 60 to 90-second video. And we use platforms for Reels, Shorts, or TikTok videos. So this was the summary of the content planning template, which we normally use for our productions. Yes,
Cool.
Andrew.
Yes. Okay. Well, why don't we just play a little short video that I concluded recently, and we used images in our presentation. So we can close with, if there's no more question, we can just use this video. Here we go. Okay.
Athens, a city filled with wisdom, questions, and gods. Paul arrived in Athens by sea, entering the busy harbour of Piraeus, the gateway to one of the greatest cities of the ancient world. Everywhere Paul looked, he saw altars, statues, people bringing offerings. This was a deeply religious city. But the true God was unknown here. Paul was one of the apostles, a follower of Jesus sent to the nations. He traveled through cities where many idols were worshipped, speaking about the God who made heaven and earth. Now he had arrived in Athens. This was the city of philosophers, men who spent their days discussing life and death, power and truth, the natural and the supernatural. So Paul went where conversations were already happening. Day after day he spoke in the synagogue and in the marketplace. He spoke about Jesus. They brought him here to the Areopagus, the place where new ideas were examined. And Paul stood among the thinkers of Athens and said,
"People of Athens, I see that in every way you are very religious.
He had walked through their city carefully. He had listened, he had observed, and he began with something they already knew.
I found an altar with this inscription, to an unknown God. What you worship as unknown, I am going to make known to you."
Paul did not begin with Moses. He quoted their own poets. He understood their world. Then Paul told them about Jesus, that he died, that he rose again, that he is Lord of heaven and earth. Some laughed, some wanted to hear more, but some believed. Among them were Dionysius and a woman named Damaris. Even here, the gospel took root. Paul did not begin with attack. He began with observation. He spoke their language, he understood their culture, and he led them to Christ. This is who Paul was.
All right. We ended.
Excellent.
We ended on talking about Paul properly.
Yeah.
All right. So if there, I don't think there are any more questions. So let's close, and I'll see you in the next meeting, in the next session somewhere. in a virtual world. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, you can, contact the conference center, Star University.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.